Camera 1 rolling.
Logan, we can buy salvia online.
Welcome to Trash Dog's audio vlog.
That's a great way to start it.
Did you know? You can buy salvia online. If you don't like my video, at least you learned something today. So, we're back. And better than ever. No, we're about the same. We got a bass right here. This is a brand new Gator to-go rack. If you don't know what those are, you can go on the internet. But I'll include links to all of the pieces that are in this. We also have plenty of other videos highlighting these other pieces. So we're going to roughly go over them and kind of how they utilize themselves in this whole piece. But beyond that, more or less the goal is to just show you a pretty sick little bass setup here. So right now, this was the last piece needed, the Furhman. We do have a box for it. Yeah. This is the. Okay, what were you saying? Like, what if you were going to define it by levels?
It's like probably 4 or 5 from the bottom, because the most basic one has only the little power light, and then one step up you get the second light, and then you get more lights, and then you get that.
And so this thing has 9 independent bigs, and each one of them designates the right amount of power, correct?
Yeah, they're all 15 amp rating.
Okay, so basically, the point of having a Furhman, having a power conditioner, more or less, is to make sure any venue you're playing in, any place you are, you have good quality power coming in, and you can keep an eye on your gear, because this is a lot of gear tethered together.
And nobody likes a fire.
No one. Well, some people do.
Well, some people do. But this is a lot of stuff to capture on fire, and that would suck.
That would suck, definitely. So, if you need something like this, this is it. These are not cheap. This was $300?
Around 300.
This was $300. 9 inputs, you're good. This is what you need. Sits in your rack. So, we're going to go over and highlight each piece of it, basically, starting with the Furhman itself. So everything is going to be normal to this. If you come around the back here, might need some. You can see this is where, right here, all of our power is coming in. We did just kind of quick throw this together. Joel is going to put together. Joel is going to basically have like a smaller length IEC in the back here. So when you close this up, you pick it up. Ready to go. Also, this is heavy.
It is heavy.
The Furhman itself probably weighs about 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So be careful when you're lifting, blah, 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 all those things. In the back, as we were saying.
What's nice about these banks, too, is there's 5 over here that are all closed.
The extra cool feature about this piece, though, is they do have these slide-out little lights, which that knob, do you click it?
It clicks. It has a click on and off, and then it has a dial. See, and each light does turn. So
That's nice if you need a light. It's just an extra feature of the unit. Out of this, so Geddy Lee Sans Amp is going to come out into the 2 trace Elliots. It is split between a mid frequency sound, mid heavy, and then also the bass low end. So this creates a really dynamic bass tone, which is kind of why the whole point of this rack getting to this setup is it's pretty intuitive. This is kind of, we've never seen anything like it. So this is ours. Custom. One of one. If you want to steal this idea, here's a video on how to do it. Out of the Sans Amp, it's going to go back into the 120. Okay, they are 120.
So it's starting from the bass into the wireless unit. Shure BLX4R. Out of that into our Polytune. You gotta have kill switch and tuner. into our Geddy Lee. And then the Geddy Lee has the 2 channels. Each channel has its own individual.
Splits out to the Trace Elliot. One Trace Elliot goes to the top, one Trace Elliot goes to the bottom, and bada bing, bada boom, you have a really nice sound and bass rig. So if you watched any of our videos before, you've heard us studio record these things before, but we're just gonna go ahead and set up some jamming on it, just so you can hear it. Also, the good thing about this, the point is, you show up to your venue, you take the front plate and the back plate off of your rack, you plug it into something, turn it on, you're ready to go. There's 0 extra steps needed because you did it all before you walked into the place. We here are all about pre-production. So, as you can tell, it's extremely versatile. Again, watch the other videos if you want to check out some more of the other utilizations of these pieces of gear. But, you're going, you're playing a show, you're ready to roll. I give the whole rig 52 shows a year out of
300.
Yep.